Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you guys are doing good and that you guys are well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Mess with Ness, and I hope that you guys are good and great. And if you are a returning savvy, welcome back to my channel, and I'm so grateful that you made your way back. Today I am here to actually um reflect on 2021. I know it's a bit kind of late, but guys, it's never too late to like plan your year. It's never too late. And I feel like in January we put so much pressure on ourselves to create New Year's resolutions, to change so much in our lives, change our lifestyles, etc. Until that's why we might not even have so much inspiration throughout the year or motivation throughout the year that sometimes we might end up not even following some of the goals that we made in the beginning of the year, right? So I thought to myself, and I've also been attending this one masterclass that actually opened up my mind to thinking that, you know what, reflecting in the year is great and all, but it depends on how you reflect on the year. And for me, I'm thinking, okay, fine, if I am going to reflect on my year, what is it that I'm reflecting on? And normally we focus on the bad and what I didn't do, what I should have done. And this masterclass actually taught me that we don't only focus on the bad, but we also focus on the good. We focus on the opportunities that we were given. We focus on the blessings that we had, on the W's that we had, and we also focus on our L's because we can learn from them and we can also learn from our mistakes. Correct? Correct, right. So due to that, I thought, okay, let me create a video where we can actually do some reflection on the year, right? On the year of 2021. So basically from January to 2021 December, right? And what we might expect for the year 2022. So basically, our reflection will help us be able to make goals and an action plan for the year of 2022. So that's in you seeing your mistakes for 2021, and that's in you being able to say, okay, I did this in 2021, this worked well for me, so it's something that I can continue to do in 2022. And then I did this in 2021, it didn't work out so well, so that means I have to move and go into something different. So meaning that you're going to try a different action plan for that and see if it works out. If it doesn't, then you go and look for something completely different that's going to help you be able to achieve that goal that you have set for yourself in 2022, right? So that's the video for today. That's what it's mainly focused on. So I'm gonna like draft a few questions and then be able to put them on the screen so that we can do it together, and then I will be able to also share a few things on myself that I feel like, okay, I did this well, I didn't do this well. I already know a few things that I did well and a few things that I didn't do well. For example, I'll start with one thing that I know for sure I didn't do well. YouTube. I left YouTube last year, and I left it because of so many reasons, of not feeling adequate enough for it, for putting so much pressure on myself and not even realizing that I was just supposed to be having fun with it, and also just trying something completely new and something completely out of my comfort zone, and just putting myself out there, something that I don't regularly do, and just seeing how it is. So I thought to myself, okay, so I stopped, but do I really want to stop forever, or do I want to come back? And it's something I've been thinking about for the entire year last year, and I want to come back. So what I did differently was I started planning for it and planning on what I wanted to shoot, what I wanted to put on my channel, and if it made me happy. And I also asked a few people, some friends, some family, on what they think I should be putting on that might help them to watch and share with friends and family. So I guess that helped in a way, and took more steps into focusing on how to edit videos. So hopefully this time around I will be much better than before. Okay. And then a W for me for last year was definitely school. School stressed me the heck out, but we did it. Like I did well, I did good, and I'm happy, that I'm here right now, because my final year wasn't a mess the way I thought it would be. I stressed so much last year thinking about, oh my god, what am I gonna do when I'm done. Is there a plan for me? Is there anything? But literally, God was listening. He said so many things and planned for me that I wasn't aware of until I got a wonderful opportunity that actually set me up for this year. So there's a lot to be grateful for. So I guess the reflection is showing gratitude, but also learning from the things that you didn't do right. Okay, so I guess I've already spoken quite a bit much, so let's just get into the video and then we can start from there. So for this main practice or action that I'm doing, I don't know what to name it, right? But okay, for this reflection activity that I'm doing, so I have figured out that, okay, I created a few questions for myself. They're not a lot of questions, just a few questions that I can ask for each month. I don't really remember my 2021 that well. But I have my journal. I had to bring out my journal. To remind me a little bit about my 2021. I'm not going to read everything that's in there, but I will read a few things, right? Just as a reminder of my W's, of my wins, my losses, my mistakes, and my blessings, blessings that God just poured out on me last year. And then I think another thing is the most important thing during this exercise is not to be too hard on yourself. Honestly, don't be too hard on yourself. It's you realizing what were your goals for 2021, what you did, what you didn't do, what you tried out and what didn't work, and how you can make it work for 2021 and just for 2022, and just checking if the goals you had for 2021, are they the same goals that you have for this year? Is the vision you had for 2021 the same vision that you have for 2022? Has it changed? And how much has it changed? Has it changed a lot? Has it changed a bit? And what are you doing? Like what action plan do you have? But today we're not talking about the action plan. Today we're just reflecting, right? So we're gonna do from January to December, right? Not a lot of activities that I have in January. That's one thing I know for sure, because my January was January, right? My January was January, and what I mean by that is that January, I was just waiting to go back to school, really, right? And my January was really filled with a lot of stress, a lot of doubt, a lot of anxiety, and a lot of expectations for 2021. I expected it to be the greatest year of my life, where I changed everything up, and it was really a good year. But there were certain things that I wish I had done, but I'm not being too hard on myself right now on it. I'm just like, okay, so we have 2022 to do that. If God gives you another year in your life, then that means you still have something to live for. That means you still have something that God wants you to achieve in life. There's still a plan that God has for you that you haven't accomplished yet, so you still have to go out and just do it. So that's what I believe. So let me just give you the questions and then we will go and just answer a few of them, okay? So one of the questions is, what were your W's? So what were your wins, right? That's the monthly questions that you ask yourself. So what were your wins for each month of 2021, right? And then the second one is, what mistakes did you make, or what did you not do, and what did you take from that? So basically, what did you take from the mistakes that you made, and what lessons come from it, and that's something that you're willing to take into 2022, right? And then the second part of it, or what did you not do? So what were your goals in 2021? What didn't you achieve, and what are the reasons behind that? Like, we have a lot of things, like sometimes they're not even excuses. These things that literally push us back to not being able to continue achieving our goals. That could be literally anything. That's not you. That's like life pushing you to like really take a break from certain things. But you can obviously achieve so many other things. So you still have another year that you can definitely put your best foot forward and just continue to push. And that's what I'm wishing to do for this year. No, not what I'm wishing to do. That's something I'm going to do for this year. Right? Okay, and then we're going to go into what were your goals for 2021? What lessons have you learned in 2021? Did you celebrate your wins, big or small? Because the biggest thing is celebrating your achievements, no matter how big or no matter how small they are. Did you celebrate them? And what changes do you want to make? You know, like I said in the monthly reflection, now you're doing a yearly reflection of everything you've written down for each month, and now you're going to speak about, okay, so what changes do I want to make this year? What do I want to make different from what I did last year into this year, and do something completely different, which you think might work for you? And then the last one is, what can you take from 2021 that you did well and continue to do in 2022? You see, yeah, those are just really simple questions. And I think the bonus question that should be your first question ever is, what are you most grateful for in 2021? Maybe just mention 5. You know, if you can't mention 5, just mention something. Like, what are you grateful for in the year of 2021? You know? So, yeah, that's going to be our reflection for 2021. And then I'll get back to you once I've gone through my own, once I've responded to these questions. And then maybe I'll share a few. Okay? See you in a bit. Back now, and the reflection went okay. Quite a lot to think about, and not a lot to think about as well, you know, because I was studying and my year was just focused on school, and that's about it, you know, and that's what is that. And well, this year I'm more focused on other things as well that I'm more interested in, like being back on YouTube full time. Yeah, full time, and also work, and just focusing also on work, and then also focusing on school again. So I've got a few things that I'm focused on for this year, but I'm excited to see how I'm going to balance it all out. And you know, biggest reflections for me for 2021 was, I had to learn to be grateful for my friendships, for all my friends. I really had to be grateful for them. Yeah, I had to learn how to be grateful for each and every one of my friends, because the year 2020 really had a toll on me when it came to friendships. But when it came to 2021, I really just learned how to be in the moment, to enjoy my friendships, to love my friends fully, and be grateful for each and every one of them, and God blessing me with them, because they all play such a vital role in my life, and actually also play a role on me even being back on YouTube, and also just following my dreams, you know. So I guess it's that, just being grateful for the people I have around me. But I guess another thing that I'm grateful for is family, you know. My sister, one of my sisters actually told me I needed to get back to YouTube, even if I'm scared, I've got doubts, I've got any insecurities, because it's important to be able to overcome them. And the only way to learn how to overcome them is honestly through doing the things that scare you, you know. And I listened to a podcast this morning that also said the same thing. Write down your fears, and each and every month or every week, work on something that scares the hell out of you. And you never know where it might get you. You never know the success that you might get from it. You never know the outcome from it. You never know what you might learn from it. So that's just where I am. My headspace is just there doing things that scare me, praying that, you know, I get some outcomes that I'm expecting, you know? And then I think, yeah, man, you know, last year was just me having to learn to overcome my insecurities. One biggest thing that I've learned and I'm taking definitely into this year is that faith and fear can never live in the same environment. Like it cannot live in the same environment. And if I'm living with fear, that means I have a lack of faith, you know, and a lack of trust in God and what His will is for me, and that He wants the best for me. It means I don't trust all of that, and I do trust in my God. And so, definitely something that I have to put in effort is to have my faith being stronger than my fear. My fear cannot take over my faith, it cannot take over my life. Faith is what will stay, and faith is what I would live every single day, no matter how hard it is. I will do my best to have crazier faith. That's what I'm trying to live, and that's what I'm trying to live in the year of 2022. Yeah, man, and you know, I might not go straight into detail about one of the things I wrote, but I'm hoping that each and every one of us can try at least and go over some of our reflections for the year of 2021 and hopefully be able to plan the year 2022 and have action plans on how to achieve it and actually follow them. You know, I'm shooting this video so I can be more accountable of my actions on things that I want to achieve. So it's like an accountability channel for me, you know, being more accountable about the things that I want to achieve and the things that I want to do in my life, and hoping that that can spark some inspiration for other people, but you know, as a motivating force for myself to see that I'm actually doing it. And if I'm not doing it, it's like, girl, you need to get up and do what you said you were going to do, you know? So that's the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed this video because it wasn't much. It was a bit of a reflection and I didn't say quite a lot of things, but yeah, we'll get to a lot of talking in the future as I go and as I get comfortable again back on the space. Thank you for watching. Thank you for reaching this far. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you got something out of this video. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and please share with friends and family, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.